Hello, security you, and welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin 1. We've recently got enough ship parts to make it to a whole new region, so we're gonna be ditching the forest navel and going straight towards the distant spring. Oh yeah. So, the distant spring. This may very well be one of my favorite regions in the entire Pikmin series, because, well, first of all, let's take a look at the map for a moment so we can actually see what we're dealing with. We have a crap ton of ship parts in this area, but it's not overwhelming. It's not weird to navigate like the forest navel is. Like, they're definitely a lot more, like, it's definitely a bit of a difficulty spike compared to the other regions, but once you navigate this place and you start effectively playing through the game, this is one of the more satisfying ones to go through and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna be super epic and awesome today. We're gonna destroy that wall, we're gonna build that bridge, we're gonna destroy the Wally Hops. It's gonna be super epic and awesome. So, starting off our adventures for today, we'll be doing a bit of a multitasking adventure. We got a bridge over here that we want to build, but we also got this ship part over here we want to take care of too. So, we're going to do a multitasking. But first, we're going to destroy these jerks because they're evil and they're smelly and they kick puppies. Be very impressive, though, if they could kick a puppy because they're kind of tiny. Well, I guess ticks landing on a dog would probably kick it or whatever. Anyway, let's build the bridge. Somebody made fun of me at work the other day because I don't read it. Okay, so, backtracking a little bit. A fun story, I don't actually like dogs that much. I got chased by dogs a lot when I was a kid, and it was kind of a traumatizing experience, so I've had a bit of a fear of dogs ever since. And so, like, last year or so, somebody at work was going around asking everybody what their favorite kind of dog is, and I was like, I'm scared of dogs. She was like, oh, okay, and then just walks away. And then a friend of hers, not recently, she also asked me about dogs. I was like, yeah, I don't really like dogs. And she was like, yeah, you're not, how dare you, you're smelly or whatever. That's not exactly what she said, but close enough. What I'd like to do right here is that we want to have the Pikmin go across the area. And I'd like to dismiss them as they get closer to the ship part, because it makes it a lot easier for them to carry the thing around. I found the repair-type bolt. This robotic marvel can fix just about anything in the ship that's broken. That's good, because I get terribly bored fixing little glitches. I need one of these things so bad. Muffin, get back over here. I get so annoyed spending half my programming days fixing glitches, and it's like, this worked yesterday, why is it not working today? It's something all programmers eventually face eventually. That was a repetitive statement if I do say so myself. Eventually. Repair-type bolt. This looks like an ordinary bolt, but it is actually a repair robot. I've now recovered 13 out of 30 parts. If I could just recover 16 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. So one thing I want to bring up real quick, Pikmin. One thing I want to bring up real quick is that you may know. What the hell? wait, we're under the bridge. How did we get under the bridge? Okay, that was a thing apparently. Oh man, there's a lot of glitches in Pikmin 1. I think a good chunk of them were patched in the Switch version, but we found another one. That's fun. I found my massage machine. Put this right down in the lower back here and let go to work. I can't wait until I get it installed again, as my lower lumbar region has been paining me ever since the crash. Sweet relief. So something I want to bring up real quick about this video, you may notice that my voice sounds a little bit different compared to the past couple episodes, and there's a reason for that, and it's not fun. So I woke up this morning with a really bad stiff neck, and it's been kind of paining me all day, and this is like my only day off this week, so I've told myself that this was going to be the day that I'd be recording, but it's definitely taken a bit of a toll on my voice, and it's not the best thing in the world, so I do apologize for, like, my voice being a little bit different compared to usual. Also, the fact that last recording session I was also sick, so... Yay! This Let's Play has been a wonderful little train wreck. Okay! I was about to say that was awesome that we took out a Wally Hop without any flash music or Raz dancing, but that's not the way that quote goes. But I don't care at this point. I was about to be all happy and stuff that we took out the Wally Hop, but then it didn't work the way I wanted it to. That is unfortunate and unfortunate. Those are both the same word. I don't know why I'm being repetitive. Alright, let's bring some of the blues back, because I need a couple more yellows for what I'd like to do next. I really wish that there was a way you could, like, more easily separate the flowers and the leaves, because it'd be, like, so much easier to just bring the leaves back in the onion and then just keep your flowers in your party. Like, there is a way when you're swapping around your Pikmin to... like, swap from holding a flower to holding a leaf, but there isn't really a way to, like, separate them when you're just missing them. Massage machine. I've been walking so much lately, I'm really looking forward to using this ... I've never covered 14 out of 30 pots. If I find just 15 more, that should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Going on over here, we have a balloon. And we're going to murder a balloon because balloons are plotting our world domination. I believe you're called a puff hog, something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head, but these guys always stand out to me as one of the more memorable enemies when dealing with Pikmin. Because I remember when I was younger, I would always struggle with aiming the Pikmin directly on top of them. That and the snitch bugs, I always struggled with those guys too. Like basically any flying enemy in Pikmin, I always had that was really cool. It was always really annoying for me to deal with the flying enemy in particular. But now that I have skills and life experience, I can somewhat aim properly. And these guys, these are the red bulborbs, whatever you want to call these guys. I try to be smart, I try to remember what these guys are called, but I'm just doomed to never remember all the enemy names in Pikmin. It's unfortunate because they have such derpy names, it's really funny. Okay, we're gonna go back over here, you're gonna go to sleep. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, you little creep. We're going to separate our Pikmin now. And gather as many of these bomb rocks as we possibly can. So, normally if I'm trying to do this all super fast, I would try to destroy both these bomb rock walls. But there's only 4 of them in the... Are you kidding me? There's only 4 of them there. Okay, then. You need to go away. You need to go away and rethink your life choices. And you need to get out of the nectar! I am... Okay. Is that gonna make the bomb grow off? Oh my god! Wait. Huh. I didn't know that was a thing. Alright. Okay, we learned something new. If a snitch bug throws a bomb rock, it goes off instantly and kills it. I didn't know that. If you're willing to sacrifice Pikmin, that can be a really good strategy. It's kind of funny because when you first start playing Pikmin, you know, what is eating my Pikmin? What ate my Pikmin? Something ate my Pikmin. Something ate my Pikmin. What was that? What was that? What happened? Okay, I'm really nervous now. I'm really nervous now. Why was it just one? Why was there just one Pikmin that is a deceased Pikmin now? Okay, well, now we're going over this way. We're going to use as many of these bomb rocks on this darker gray wall over here as much as we can. And we'll use the remaining ones on the lighter wall. I was already hoping we'd have enough bomb rocks to take care of both of them, but I don't think that's going to be the case this time around. Why did you run away? Oh my god! Both of them need to be exploding! I need both things to be exploding so we can be an effective person. It needs to be super effective. Yeah, okay. Alright. We might actually have enough bomb rocks to take care of the other wall, too. Actually, no, we only have like 5, so we'll just do whatever we can. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be enough. I'm not too concerned about it because, like, our primary objective for the day isn't necessarily to get rid of all those bomb rocks. So if I can at least get this next ship part over here, then I'll be content with our progress for the day. But as for now, we're going to go over here and we're going to destroy this Wally Hop in cold blood. How do you feel about that? Hmm? How do you feel about getting murdered by adorable little Pikmin? And now you're dead, so you don't have opinions anymore. While these guys get rid of this, we're gonna have our we're gonna have our yellows take care of this. And I was really hoping we could have gotten rid of both those bomb rocks, but unfortunately that was not the case this time around. But what is the case this time around is that we're gonna get some more blues, so we can do blue Pikmin things. Pikmin! Note to self, future Gator, when you go to edit this Let's Play, can you do like a Bluey parody about just Pikmin? Like, they don't say the character names or anything like that, it's just like... Pikmin! Alright, these guys are already finished with that part of the wall. Now, the annoying thing about this is that there's a ship part over here, and you'd think you'd be able to carry it across the water, but I'm going to show you something really stupid in a second. I found the gluon drive, using the quark-binding metaphysical properties of gluons. This device, well, it's very scientific. I don't fully understand it myself, but it was very expensive. So you'd think they'd carry the ship part through the water because they're blue Pikmin, but no, they're not going to because they don't want to. The Pikmin that are carrying our spoils seem to be milling about in one place with their loads. It appears that their path back to the Onion is blocked, and faced with what seems to be an insurmountable obstacle. They have lost their focus. This is unacceptable. I will have to determine what is blocking their way and do what I can to resolve the problem. You can swim, blue Pikmin! That is your whole defining character trait, is that you can go in water and the other Pikmin can't. Why don't you just go into the lake? This one's going there just fine. But no, this one you don't want to. It's like, they hate me. There might be piranhas in the water. There are no piranhas in South America zoology. That's not how the quote goes, but I don't care at this point. Like, why in the crap is that a thing? That's so dumb. That is so dumb. Muffin, get back over here. Actually, you know what? As punishment, we're gonna have you build this wall over here. If you think you're so sassy and independent and you don't need no other Pikmin, you're gonna destroy this wall by yourself. Never mind the Wally Hops near you, they're just there to make friends. We have another ship part on the other side of this wall over here. I would like to try to get both of these today. I don't think we're going to be able to, because this one's going to require us to carry 50 Pikmin, and the other one's also not quite as heavy, but it's going to take a long time to take it down. And that wall over there, there's a wall, and there's Wally Hops, and it's going to take a little while to take it down. So, actually, let's be smart about this. Let's be smart about this, and try to take it down anyway. Okay, we're going to take care of you. Come on, destroy the Wally Hop. Destroy the Wally Hop in cold blood. There we go. Alright. Let's take care of this. Camera. Okay. Alrighty then, I was a little nervous about that. We should be okay in theory. Okay, you know, we're not gonna do this because I feel like if we are going to carry that, if we did go through the effort of carrying the Pikmin, if we did have the effort of having the Pikmin carry the ship part, they're gonna go around the long way. I have a feeling they're gonna do that, so let's just focus on getting this for now. And then we'll try to see as much progress as we can for the other wall. This is what we should have done in the first place, but I was not thinking that far ahead because I am a dummy head. Okay, let's see how much progress we can make on this. I'll leave you guys here on devices for a little bit. Muffin just focusing on building, on like taking down that wall is very admirable, Muffin. Like you've come a long way since the days of the coconuts having water in them. So my friends introduced me to Bluey. Oh, we just always like randomly will look at each other and be like, coconuts have water in them. And the other day we were getting groceries and I saw like a Dr. Pepper with those coconut flavored. So I texted her and was all like, Dr. Pepper. No. Then it was like, coconuts have Dr. Pepper in them. Alright, the Pikmin there going back to the base should be okay. We're just gonna try to get this taken care of. Okay, we got the chip art. We got the chip art. I am perfectly content with what we achieved today. Glow on drive. I have no idea how this works, but it means the dolphin will again lift off with its characteristic roar. Gonna hear me roar. I've now recovered 15 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 14 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Alright, actually, could we actually destroy this all? Okay, you're gonna go back over here. Is there anybody else in the field? Anybody else out in the field that we probably should be worried about? Doesn't look like it. We should be okay in theory. Okay. Okay, come on. Destroy the wall. Destroy the wall. Destroy the wall. Destroy the wall. It's going down. We're yelling timber. They didn't do it. They have failed miserably. Seven days since impact. There appears to be a large cluster of pods here. If my calculations are correct, if this baby hits 88 miles an hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Then I should be able to recover virtually all my missing ship pods, but not quite all of them. Unfortunately, there still seem to be some pieces that remain unaccounted for. ... Must find 14 more pods to further increase the dolphin's range. Pikmin population! I still want to know what happened to that one random Pikmin that just decided to not live anymore. Like, what happened to that thing? Alright, that's going to conclude our expeditions for today. We could go back to the Forest Naval tomorrow, but I think we're going to spend one more day in the distant spring and see how much more progress we can get here. And then we'll go back to finish off the Forest Naval a little bit later. But as for right now, thank you guys so much for watching the video, and next time, later gear to you. Oh yeah.